me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on Kellen Mond and the Seattle Seahawks.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Off of play action, here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting. To quiet this home crowd early and often, very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the rookie third-round pick from Texas A&M. It's Kellen Mond.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Here's Mond. That ball caught by Campbell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 132 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Austin Ekeler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Austin Ekeler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Throwing his Lance on third down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bond going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field. Position, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a... First down.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and 5. Mond looks to throw. And his pass incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Mond. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Mond. And this one complete to Will Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
on first down. Here's Mon. Flush to his right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Lance. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. tried to get away but could not. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action here. Mond checks this down to Hubbard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Off the play fake. Mond. He'll buy some time right. Catch made here by Campbell. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Steps away to his left. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 16, Mond. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Lance now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front
and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Seibert's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Mond now off of play action. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Lance now on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot. Downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mond runs through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. This is swung out to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
23 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more important?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Lance. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Lance. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 9 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Working from the gun, Lance. Flush to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Trey Lance, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Back to throw here. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard, and time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And Lance now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. It's a first down with the clock showing 26 seconds to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the victory here for Seattle. And they've got to feel good.